Hey everyone, welcome to today's show. I am Oscar Elias and I'll be your host. Tonight I'm going to be talking to you guys about Outlast, the horror survival game for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. We're going to be talking Elder Scrolls Online, especially for the PS4 because that's what I play it on. We're going to talk Slain Back from Hell, and we're going to talk Resident Evil, the HD remake. But first, elephant in the room, name change. So I had a name change for the channel, and it is now Osman1337 from the previous name of Oscar Elias. Why did I change it? Well, whenever I told people about it, they're like, "Oh, I looked for Oscar Elias." After I would tell them they would look for it, and they wouldn't find me. They would find the Cuban doctor that was human rights activist. They would find him a lot over obviously this Oscar Elias. Just talk games and movies. So it's a lot easier. I think I looked it up under my brother's phone, my brother's laptop, my phone. I had one of my friends look for it, and Osman1337 came up fairly easy. Why Osman? Oscar Man. And 1337 is kind of like leaked, which is like, it's cool in computer. That's how I saw it. So I did it. Google it and see how fast it comes up for you guys. Like I said, my friend saw it pretty easily after I changed it to that. Let me know what you guys think of the name. I thought it was kind of neat. So if you guys think otherwise, let me know. Thank you. So now we're going to talk. Oh, if you see me look over here, I have my laptop set up. I think you can see the glare a little bit. I don't know how to edit that out. So I keep some information in case it comes in handy when I do these chats. So Horror Survival Outlast, that's the game I played on Saturday and Sunday for October Horror Month here in this Osman1337 channel. So in this game you start as a mild-mannered reporter with a camera and abilities to jump and hide fairly well. That's your character. This guy is constantly scared, and trust me, it's terrifying because you hear his heartbeat. I think the controller rumbles, and if it doesn't, I imagined it because the game made me imagine that I could feel it in the controller. His breathing's really loud. I'm like, then I start doing it because I freak out. So I mean, it's scary. And this reporter is in an insane asylum, a psychiatric hospital, deep in the mountains of Lake County, Colorado. Haha, Lake County, that's where I'm from Waukegan. No. So terrifying. I find the asylum itself to be the other character in the game. Even though it's very dark, very dingy, very bloody, it gives personality to the setting of the game. And I thought it was cool. The enemies in this game, you can't fight them because the reporter's kind of a wimp and he doesn't know how to fight or use weapons or a pole or a stick to shut down somebody's eye. He's not a fighter, and you're not supposed to. The game's you're literally supposed to just run and survive. All the inmates seem to be souped up with some sort of drug. Yeah, I mean, they're real enemies. They're real people you would fight, I guess. So it lends itself to give it some realism, so you're able to connect a little easier with it. However, this might negate that previous statement. There's hints of something supernatural in the air. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. I don't know if I'm going to get that far. The game's freaking scary as it is, and I kind of like my heart in my chest, not out of it or in my throat. So we'll see. Really good game, though. Really fun. So pacing-wise, so let's talk about pace, because a lot of games, they have really bad pace. They'll have questing, and they'll have side stories, side missions, side hosts. No, they won't have those. But it's just very, they tend to slow down. And even though you're just hiding and running in Outlast and taking video with your little camcorder trying to find batteries, the pacing is fast. I felt that the longest I played it was 2 hours. I felt those 2 hours flew by. Like, I swear, I looked down and I was like, oh my god, it's already been 2 hours. I think it's due to the setting itself and how the game is scripted. Even the scripted events that happen, they're spaced out relatively far, but there's so much stuff going on in between. I mean, you're trying to find out what's going on because he's a reporter, so he's investigating. That's what he does. Um, well, it's really well paced. I don't know what else to tell you. It's so scary. But I guess overall, if I would say Outlast brings all the elements that a video game gives you. So the controller, the sound, the video, visuals, I guess, and gameplay elements to make you fear what's going on. And I find that Outlast does this better than any movie would, because a movie has sound, visuals, and storytelling to scare you. This has gameplay, so you're the character in there, and it uses everything at its disposal to make you afraid, to make you crap your pants, and it achieves its goal. I mean, it stayed on its goal. Its number one goal, I feel like, as the developers, scare the player, and then the story and the gameplay kind of folded into that. So like the main goal was always the scare tactic, and I think for that I commend them, and I definitely would give this game a high five if I could complete it. I don't know if I'm gonna complete it. So recap: graphics, detailed, beautiful. The lighting and the darkness help bring this world to life. Makes it look gorgeous, even though there's bodies and blood and pieces of people everywhere. The game looks beautiful. The sound, other studios should definitely take note of what they have done with the sound here. Red Barrel is the developer, and it's published by Red Barrel, so yeah, other studios, pay attention to what these guys did. The breathing, like I mentioned earlier, the breathing itself can freak me out. You could, as you could hear the footsteps of the crazy people outside of your locker room where you're hiding, or you're hiding under a bed, and you hear those steps or the sound of the maniac clenching his scissors, just clipping them, and they sound rusty. Terrifying. And the gameplay is so straight and simple. I mean, there's a jump button, there's a grab camera. Like, the most complicated thing is using the camera. Yeah. Simple and straight, and it just lends itself to what's going on, to the horror elements that are around you. I mean, the game, try it out. Do yourself a favor, try it out. If you're trying to scare yourself or someone else, get them to play the game with you. Get scared, because that's going to happen. You're going to be scared. So now we're going to move over to Elder Scrolls Online for the PS4. And why am I talking about Elder Scrolls Online? This game came out in 2014, first quarter for PC, and then later for PS4 and Xbox One. So the reason I'm talking to this is because I just jumped back in on, what day was that? Saturday or Sunday? It was over the weekend. I jumped back in on it. I heard there was, through YouTube, I heard there was other updates being made to the game that addressed some of my problems with it. And there was another update coming out for it today, Tuesday. What's today, the 18th? The 18th, Tuesday the 18th. So today another update was dropped, and this update brings the game up to, I think, 100 gigs, or if not, a little bit over 100 gigs. So I wanted to check it out. So I jumped in on the weekend, and I should say I hated the game. When I first purchased this game, pretty much right after I got the PS4, I hated it. My friend Nick and my friend Robbie, we all got it, and we played online together. And we're like, cool, man, we're going to make our character, we're going to go questing, we're going to go wreak havoc through the countryside of medieval Tamriel. We really couldn't. Like, we would do quests, we would try to share them, and this is the most asinine thing would happen. So I would give them my quest. Let's say I'm doing a quest. I would give them my quest, and then we go talk to dude. Let's say what the quest is. I gotta go talk to Joe Farmer, right? Then Robbie has to talk to Joe Farmer. Then Nick has to talk to Joe Farmer. We gotta kill a boss, Spider Queen. I kill Spider Queen. Nick has to kill Robbie. Spider Queen. Sorry, I was confusing their names. And then Robbie has to go kill the Spider Queen. And so forth, and so forth. Not good gameplay mechanics for an online multiplayer game. was very aggravating. And then we would queue up for dungeons. The dungeons are like the hardest pieces of the game, and you need large parties. So you queue up for a dungeon, and we would wait, and we would wait, and we would wait, and then we have to go to bed because we work. People work. So hated it. So dungeon sucked. Doing team stuff sucked. So jumped on it on Saturday, played a little bit. I didn't get a chance to play with the guys. And then last night I played with Robbie, and we share a couple missions. The first one I shared with him, I think we killed vampires. I don't know. We ended up killing vampires. We ended up solving a puzzle. And the cool thing is, when we were solving the puzzle, we had to move a giant statue through like a chessboard-looking area. Robbie solved the puzzle before I did, and since we were on the same quest and we were sharing it and we were grouped, he solved it for me. So I'm still trying to figure it out. And Robbie's super smart, so he just does his thing and this, and boom. I didn't even have to solve it. I was like, oh, that's awesome. We can continue. The only part about that is I could only see my pieces and he could only see his pieces, so I didn't get to see how he solved the puzzle. Which is okay, I guess. I can always look it up online or something. Then we did another mission where we had to select a piece of dialogue. So he had to talk to the character, the quest giver. So he talks to him, and then we decide, well, should we pick option A or option B? And I'm like, well, whatever option you pick, I'll pick the opposite. So he picks B, I pick A. The quest line separates us. So I go route A, he goes route B. We finish our quest. I get golden helmet. He gets golden helmet, and we show each other how much gold we got, what the helmet's name. It's the same golden helmet. So that was cool and disappointing too. I was expecting both of us to get different items and different amount of gold, but I guess that wouldn't be fair. The different amounts of gold, but maybe a different item would have been nice. So we're like, oh, that kind of sucks. And we're like, yeah, it kind of does. 2 missions later, 2 side quests or whatever later, that decision that we made affected the next part of our quest. It was not completely related to it, but it was related to some of the consequences of our choices. And I was like, wow, that's pretty deep. A lot of thinking went into it. I like it. Now I like Elder Scrolls. I would now recommend it. Like I said, the update just dropped today, and it's 18 gigabytes. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but Elder Scrolls is on sale right now on the PS4 store for $44.75 or something around that area. So it's a little cheaper than what it was before. So 18 gigs. It has upscaling for the PS4 Pro for 4K resolution. It has 1 Tamriel, so now when you play, doesn't matter where you go to, everything scales down to your level, or scales up to your level, however you want to see it. Doesn't matter what alliance you have too, so like before you could be one alliance and the other alliance is your enemy, so you can't team up on quests, now you can. So it opens up more parties, and I'm assuming that helps with the dungeon crawling, because now you have a larger pool of people that you can bring in and do the dungeon with. There's dueling, which is kind of odd in a MMORPG that didn't have dueling before, so you couldn't challenge like one-on-one players to fight each other. Now you can, which okay, just cool. I'm glad that's happening now. Master your weapon of choice and get new ultimate ability. So new weapon ultimates. I haven't even mastered a single weapon, so I didn't know that was available. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that's basically it. The game is fun. It's massive. It's massive. There's tons of people always playing it. I would recommend going back into it if you used to play it before and you were disappointed like I was. And I would definitely purchase it. If you have a lot of time on your hands or you game a lot, that's like your number one hobby, pick it up. Try it out. It's a great role-playing game. I'm going to briefly talk about Slain Back from Hell. This is the game that I would call it harkens back to Castlevania. That's really the only game I can think of that this reminds me of. You play as an ancient warrior woken up by spirits to kill evil. Simple premise. It's really bloody, really gory for a 2D, 32-bit game. It's very gothic, very gruesome. Sometimes I kill the character on purpose just to see what the result is. Like I jumped on traps, on clear traps. So I'm like, oh, let's see what happens to him, and I'll do it. I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, I would do it. I would definitely do it. If you're curious, just do it. It's really hard though. Like even on certain times, like I'm not trying to kill myself, I'll die. Level design for this game is simplistic but complicated with the enemies thrown into it. I had a platforming level that was super easy. It was literally just jump, jump, jump. Super easy. Except this magician skeleton over here blasting you that way, and then there's like a gargoyle shooting fireballs through here. So not very hard, right? Because you just gotta go like this and that, right? Super easy. But if you cross one of those fireballs or those magic blasts from the skeleton and you block them, it'll bounce you off. If you hit them, you'll send it back at them. They fired pretty fast. It sounds super easy. Try it out. It's not. Slain is, what is that called? An indie game, I guess, as you would say. It's only $15, but totally worth it. I would highly recommend it. And I haven't even mentioned the music. The music is like rock, hardcore rock. Just playing in the background. No lyrics, just, you know, like, I don't know, I can't do it. But it gets you in the mood to play the game. The boss fights are pretty fun. I've fought 2 bosses? 3? 3 bosses. I fought 3 bosses. And each one of them was different enough that kept me going forward. And like most good games, you just end up playing and playing, and you're like, oh shoot, I gotta go to work. Or I gotta go to bed to go to work. Whichever it is. I don't know what time you guys play. What time do you guys like to play? I like to play at night. I don't like to play in the morning. I'm lying. I like playing at all times. That's the truth. I like playing at all times. So Slain Back from Hell. Play it. It's a beautiful game, beautifully played, crafted action game. I really can't say anything else about it. It's $15. You got $15 to spare? Go play it. The other thing, I don't know if you guys noticed on the channel, I've done a stream for Borderlands 2. I think we've done it twice. I think it's twice. And the stream is Nick and Robbie. Those are my 2 friends. And we play Borderlands. We started with a level 1 character, and we're only playing those characters when all 3 of us are together. So we level up simultaneously. Watch it. It's pretty fun. We get to talk crap to each other. So don't have kids in the room. No. Yeah, don't have kids in the room. Borderlands 2 is, anyway, it's kind of mature rating. I think it's a T. But it's tons of fun. Game's old, but it still looks good. It's the Handsome Jack collection, so it's the HD remastered for the PS4. Tons of fun, lots of colors going on. So join us when I do the stream. Join us on it. Talk crap to us. Talk crap with us. I even had one of the guys that was on the chat. He asked to join, so we sent him an invite, and he joined us on the PS4, and there was 4 people playing. So thank you, streamer, for joining our game and making us complete on Borderlands 2. So those games I played this weekend is what I'm enjoying right now. Still enjoying Paragon, but I just don't have too much to talk about. Update came out today. Haven't really played it because I've been busy with other games and other things. Been working out, getting the guns back up. Just kidding. Not getting them back up. Yeah. And this Saturday, so I don't think I'm going to beat Outlast, but this Saturday I think I am going to play Resident Evil, the HD remake, which is Resident Evil 1, basically. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play it as Joe Valentine in easy mode. I think it's easy mode. But I'm playing it for the story. So I'm going to stream that one. I'm going to try to get plenty of rest Saturday morning. Or Friday night into Saturday morning so that I can stream that straight. The ambience shouldn't be as scary. That was the problem I had with Outlast. Like, I had to wait till nighttime. Personally, I had to wait So like nobody forced me to, but I just felt the playing during the nighttime when it's completely dark was more fun than playing it during daylight hours. But Resident Evil, I feel I can play during daylight. I don't think it will affect my state of mind as much. So look forward to that. Join me on the stream. Say hi. Talk to me. Help me out. I had a lot of people help me out with Outlast and Doom. So thank you. Thanks, Gutterpunk. Thank you, Nick. And yeah, thanks, Tim. Everybody who's been jumping on the streams and giving me tips. Devo, which is Peter, my friend Peter Lamonte. Thank you, buddy, for the moral support during the streams. So yeah, jump in, say hi. Maybe we can play a game together if we're doing that. So that's it for my gaming news chat, my gaming chat. So I think I'm going to change, on that note, I think I'm going to change the name of the talk of Let's Chat with Oscar Elias. We're going to change it to Let's Chat Games with Oscar Elias, because I think Tuesday, that's what I should dedicate it to. It's games, because that's my hobby, my passion. Yeah, and this Friday, watch out for the movie review for Ouija Origin of Evil. I'm trying to remember the name. I don't have a note on it anyway, but that's the movie that's coming out on the 21st, which is the Friday. And I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to review it for you guys. I hear nothing but beautiful things about that movie. I hear that it's running for an Oscar. It's an Oscar contender right now due to the acting and cinematography for Ouija Origin of Evil. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I made that up. I don't know. I'm staying away from news. I keep seeing reviews from legitimate movie reviewers that get passes to these movies before they come out so they can do reviews on it. And I'm staying away from them because I don't want to know what they think of it. I want to go in with an open mind, so to speak. So, yeah, let's stay tuned for those. Until next time, guys. We'll chat some more games and movies. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button somewhere down there. And subscribe. Subscribe to the channel so you can get my streams and movie reviews somewhere down there. I feel like a monkey when I do this, guys.